Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Mixed Media. I've been playing with layering some patterns, and so I'm going to try to show you how I did some of these. I don't know how I did some of these. I don't know how I feel about that one. I might have gone too far. But yeah, just kind of using different patterns. Be using the gel plate, using stamps and stencils and ink and paint and all the things. That's one of my favorites. And then I had some stamping, then I put some paint over that. So yeah, let's see what we can do. So I am just adding some base layers to some tags and using my labels as a brayer off. And I think I'll do another video and I'll do the labels and get those labels decorated, you know, do some layers on the labels like I'm doing on the tags, but I'll do that in another video. Words are hard. I'm telling you right now, words are hard. I love my squeaky chair. It's so fun. So yeah, so that's what's happening with this first little bit, and I did cut that down so you wouldn't have to watch like 3 minutes of it, even though it's sped up. It's still quite a bit. So here I am adding the second layer. So the first layer is a base layer, and now I'm adding some pattern, putting down a stencil, getting a little through the stencil on some, and then, you know, taking out the rest and then putting more. So now we've got our second, you know, base layer and our first layer of pattern on there, I guess. And here's the daisies. Most of the stencils I use are from PM Artist Studio because I just like their stencils. They don't pay me. I mean, I do have a coupon code now that I'll show you at the end. But I just like their stencils. I'm using a variety of colors. I'm just playing. Just having some fun with it. And here I'm just kind of kissing down and just getting bits of pattern on a bunch of different tags. Ugh, that tag did not come out good. I was just cleaning off the brayer plate there. Now I'm taking some of the Jelly Shelly jelly on the left and some X's on the right. There we go, in gold. And then the Jelly Shelly, I think those are. And I took some iridescent white and putting that on magenta one, because why not? And some bloopy loops. What did I do with the bloopy loops? Oh, a little bit of turquoise. And added that onto there. And now there's the puzzle one. These are the strips from PM Artist Studio. If you wanted to try some of their patterns and you didn't want, you know, you can't afford all the stencils, you might want to get their strips. That way you can have a bunch of different patterns and have fun with those and do this. So now here's some little X's from Texas. And I needed to put something on the side, so I just kind of got a little X's on the one with the bloopy loops that were in the middle and some more X's. I had extra paint too, so that's why that color was getting used again. Then there's the large aqueous effervescent. And I thought I picked up blue, but I didn't. I picked up Payne's Gray. So I'm just kind of, you know, not getting... Okay, I've got a lot of first and second layers on these, and I'm still going to work on some of these second layers. I'm going to hopefully cut down that other video because that was kind of a lot. The one that I was trying to fast forward. I was like 46 minutes. I'm like, oh, that's too much. It's too long. Let's see. Oh, actually, what I'm going to do with this one is, I'm going to go on this. So, what color do I want? I don't know. I'll just do some turquoise for now. Because if the red picks up, that's okay. Because red and turquoise, we like. Kind of darkens it up a little bit too. What did I want to do? Oh, I was going to do this. Thank you. I'm going to take this. Yeah, I'll take this one first, I guess. I'll do this. And kind of make a mess on the back like that. Move around. I don't want to move around, but then I'm going to take the rest of that and pick up the outsides, because all I want is that part, so that I can put it right there, hopefully. Ow, my shoulder's really starting to hurt. I've been here a little while. Where's my brayer? Baron, I mean. It's the brayer is what hurts my shoulder, I think. That brayer motion. So I've got some flowers, and so something round and something more straight for these two. And for these two. And then here I have more the loopy loops with some X's from Texas. This is a puzzle, and I'll probably put something else there. I may move to some stamping and stenciling with inks now because I have a little bit more control when I do that. So I have my first layer and the second layer here, as well as here and here. So that was the daisies, and I'll figure out what I want to put over the daisies. Because the daisies are pretty much, that was before I started kissing the plate. If you watch Carrie the Crafter, you know what I mean. Like here, I just kissed the edges. And then, oh, I like the leaves. We got the leaves. I haven't done much with the bigger pieces, but they weren't really my priority today anyway, so that's okay. That's just kind of, those are like, just kind of my practice sheets, I suppose. Although that will make a nice something. Alright. So, in the end, I'm probably going to go with this a couple times. And this fits perfectly on here. And then I also have some other pieces that I really like for that. So you can see that in the background now. And I really like how that turned out. Alright. And I might come in either probably lighten up something on the edges here maybe. I do have, okay, let's move some of this out of the way. Some white ink that I like to use, which is the Unicorn. The Hero Hues, Hero Arts Unicorn Pigment Ink. I use that, and I have a brush that I just used with my white. And I may come and, where's my brush I've been using for my, there it is. When I use paint on a brush, I make sure that I come in and that I wash it right away. That's important. But I do feel like I have a little bit more control if I use the brush. And I also want to use some of these round ones. I might want to find some smaller round ones. And, oh, I had the, where is it? The Zia balls. Oh, that's right, because I wanted to do this gel plate. That's right. Alright, let's do some of that. Where'd my little brayer go? He's right here. Let's do a little bit of gold maybe, or I'm going to do a little bit more of this. Will it look too much like a brain if I'm using this red color? Who knows? Who cares? Really? That's violet. And it's dry already. I didn't put enough on. I know. I'm always afraid of putting too much on, but it's, well, that's only because that one's expensive and I don't want to waste it, you know. So I'm going to put him on, and then I want to take my weird coffee filter stuff, because it's going to make, you know, give me a little bit of pattern behind there with the circles. And so now I'll take that off. Now I can take this and put it on something somewhere. Maybe this. No, actually, nope, that's good. You know, you have to make these decisions faster than this, just so you know, because this is drying. And if I put X's around that, it'll look like a turtle. Oh, I do have turtles. So that's kind of fun. And then I might also bring it up here with that other part of the circle. And that way there's not like a big blank spot at the top. Alright. This one has a lot of dark color, because I was just cleaning off the plate. So we'll see what happens with this one. Not sure what yet. What else can we do round? Oh, I could do just the center of this, which could be cool, or just the center of this, or just this. Ooh, I like this one too. If I just do the center of this even. Alright. What color? I don't know. Not the Payne's gray. I already did the Payne's gray. I want I like to use this one's Prussian blue. Thought I was using my green blue, but you know, oh, I did. It's over here on the, oh, that's way too much. Let's see. Nope, not that one. Not that I can't use that one, I just don't want to. Alright. We'll go ahead and do these on something. Because I just like those arrows. But where? On what? With whom? Oh, we got to put something else too. Get a ghost print off of that one. There we go. And then I don't know where my little Celtic thingies are. I cut it down to fit on this little plate. So this was a 3x5 plate that I cut 2 inches, and then I have an inch also, which I need to clean off. So this is 1 inch by 5 inch. That's 2 inch by, because I had 2. Because, you know, take that off first would be good. Nope, I don't want to do that just because it's going to look too much. Just because of where the corner is on that. Let's try it on one of these. All of these could also use something that's a little bit brighter. Alright, what else can I use? Oh, I got this wet now, right? So I was going to do the center of this as much as possible. And I don't know, I think that would be too much. I already got that where I like it. Ooh, we need something. It's something. We got something on there. I don't know if I love that. This I like. That I want on something for sure. We got leaves. I'm gonna go ahead and do a spiral on there thingy. Why not? Don't know why I did it right in the middle like that though. So I'll do that corner down there and that corner up there. There we go. How's that? That's fun. So there's the leaves back there and then this circle one around the middle. So that's a couple patterns. You don't want to layer too many because then it's hard to know when to stop. That's the hard part. I'll tell you right now, that's the hard part. Also, I could do, I've got some beach, oh, like where's the, that one that I have the Shelly Jelly, it's a pink one. This one has the Shelly Jelly. I want to put something on the side here though. I think I'm going to put some white polka dots over there. And then let's see. And then I want to get him on there, like, so I want to do, what color do I want? Maybe the blue-green. Or turquoise would work too, but this is almost turquoise. It's just a little darker. It's just a little darker. My AC's on now, so everything's gonna dry faster. Plus what? I don't know. Plus what? I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. That's not as easy as it seems. I'm like, I got too much paint on here. What can I do with it? I can do that. Alright, and put him on here. And then I want this because it's got that pattern. It's got some round little circles. So that may, you know, give me something. Oh, that would have been cute. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. So this time, I'm going for him, hopefully. Alright, I'm going to leave him on there a minute in hopes that he will get stuck on there real good. We'll take these aqueous effervescent and find something that needs, well, that needs something way on the side here even though, doesn't it? So we got a little bit of that. Maybe a little bit on here. Don't know what's on there anymore. We're just changing it up. A little bit there, touching it. It touched it. That's about it. All right. Let's move that to the side for a minute. I'm trying to think if I want to use paint or, let's see, I've used some of these colors. So I do have some Diane Reevely paints and colors that are similar to what I've used here. All right. This is green. What do I want to use on this one? I probably like, oh, maybe do a little bit of this dragonfly wing down here and this. Oh, I don't have my other, I have paper down today. Well, today we're going to do this better where it's not so, well, my brush had some brown on it, so it looks cool. Put a little bit more down there and maybe up here. I think we're getting more of the brown from the brush, but that's all right. It's pattern. We like pattern. Maybe I'll just switch back to an ink. All right, I just want to put that on everything now. I don't know, I just really like the dragonfly pattern. Like, oh, where's the white? But if I were to do a little bit of it here in the white, brighten this card up a little bit, this tag, I mean, a little bit. I think white paint would stay better because I do know. So I probably should do paint with that. It'll be brighter. Let's try it. White paint, white paint. Oh, where's that iridescent paint? That might be fun. Doesn't always show up as well. But for dragonfly wings, that's what you want, right? Alright, get some iridescent paint and a different brush that maybe doesn't have as much brown and what that does. Alright, we'll just get like an iridescent tan. Who knows? Who knows what we'll get? Those have a lot of pattern on them here. How about this one? Where'd he go? Right here, in front of my face. Let's see. We can do the small ones here, I think. Take some of it off. Put that on there. That's kind of cool. Maybe do a little bit down in the corner down here. And you could do it in a third place if you want to. I'm good with the corners. Alright, I say that, but I'm like, well, I need a little something right here. Now, I found that using one of these brushes with some paint is a fun way to use the stencils without it getting underneath quite so bad. So there's that. But then you have to make sure you wash them right away or you'll never be able to use them again. I don't know if I like this or not, but I'm gonna blend it a little bit maybe somehow. How? I don't know. Want to try some puzzle? Is this the thing I was using the white with? Just kind of go over the whole thing. Maybe. Get a little bit over here too. Of course, I'm picking up some of the something. I don't know. So now there's an iridescent pattern on top of that. I don't know if it's too much or not. I don't know. But that one's probably pretty much done. This one has nothing. Nothing, I tell you, nothing. Let's just do this. I'm sorry, but I'm in love with the dragonfly wing. I want a bigger one so I can get it all over a page, but that's okay. For now, I can just move it. You've got to move it, move it. What's nice is you don't have to worry about it being straight either. So once that dries, I can add a little bit of something else. Maybe a stamp. Alright, so we've got some aqueous effervescence and some chevron. So what I might add here might be some, maybe some plus signs. Maybe turn it into some X's. Do we want the big ones, or I think we want the little ones? I have to lighten it up a little bit. I mean, they're plus signs, but I can make them X's. Kind of put a couple down there. Well, technically there's 3 down there. Put a couple up here. Sorry if I'm getting off screen. There we go. So that's kind of fun. Brightens it up a little bit. So we can use these as mark making. Let's see. I never really used this one. What can we use this one for? I wonder if I can get that on there and do this. Not really. It was a thought. It was a thought. This one is just my all-round, easy to use. Oops, not sure why it didn't. Kind of brightens things up. Is a nice random little pattern. That's one of my favorites to just add to something that might need a little something. Oops. This one, it needs something. I'm tempted to just stick it right in there. Alright, let's try it. If I do it one, nope, didn't really do much. Just a little bit of something on there. We've got orangey red and yellow and some brownish browns. What do we want for a color? Ooh. I don't know. What do you think? Library green? No. Yes? No? Depends. Do I want it to blend in? Do I want it to stand out? Could do just a little bit of gold. Alright, I'm going for this monarch orange. Why? I don't know. Just because I am. I'm going to do a little bit down here. And a little bit there. And maybe a little bit here. Just because the middle of the flowers are just a little bit nakedish. Because that's just kind of what happens. Now it kind of looks like it's in the background maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not perfect at this. I'll tell you right now. Like, look at this. I have this whole naked side. What can I do? What can I do? I'm going to add a little bit of this green. Sure, we're just going to add it to the whole thing, apparently. I don't know, the brush just kept going without me giving permission. Which pushed everything to the back. Somebody asked the other day, what do you do if it's too busy? You can take a semi-transparent color and it pushes it back. Like, see how that pushed it back? And then if I wanted a more dominant, well, first I'd have to let that dry. But if I wanted a more dominant type of stamp type of thing, I could just wait for it to dry. I'm not waiting for it to dry because I'm a terrible person. I could just add it. Oh no, I like circles. And now everything else is in the background and the stamp is a little bit more pushed forward because we pushed everything else back. But we still have a lot of patterns going on. We're layering the patterns. It's a lot of round. It's all round, which is okay. You can go all round. You can do a little round, a little sharp edges. Let's see, this one is, it kind of looks like a, I know it's a dragonfly wing, but kind of looks like a green, you know what I'm thinking of, right? I don't want to keep that plum out. Looks like a green, what do I want to use? The things with a long giraffe. Looks like a green giraffe. That's what I'm trying to say. I think I'm going to add some letters in an unexpected color. The unexpected color was plum. Plum. So there we go. We've got, that's it. That's the only two patterns we have. Well, there was a little bit of something that touched down. The bubbles. And this one I like. I want to kind of lighten up the edge here a little bit. I don't know that I want those though. Let's see. We got round. So maybe something more or less round, I mean. Like, ooh. Like either these upside down, these or these, or, oh, where's my checkers? Maybe the checkers. Should we do the checkers? Because we can kind of do the checkers a little bit here, and then do the, again over there in that dark spot, and then that's kind of fun. So we have round and we have square, which is a nice combination, I think. I don't know. What do I know? All right, here, I don't like what I did there. So what I might do with this is push it all back a little bit. Should I do it with the green again? Sure. Got enough on there to do it. So it's really busy. I'm gonna push it all back, and I might just leave it. There's a little bit of an orangey pink in there. But, yeah, that one, it's got more than enough on it. We're going to leave that one alone for now. This one has some flowers and some chevron, and it's got yellow and red and purple and gold. I'm not sure that there's anything else I want to do to this. If I want to add drama, what I might want to do is maybe add some circles in black. Where's black? Black happens to be right here. I don't know if that's what we want to add or not, but we're gonna try it. Just here and there. How's that? Did that make it? Did that finish it? Or did I ruin it? What do you think? Let's see. What about this one? That's the same thing. That's like the exact, well, let's not do the same thing. Just because we did that on the other one doesn't mean we want to do it. Oh, let's maybe do this one. The honeycomb. It'll be a little more subtle. Just kind of get some of those areas. And maybe a little bit right there. What do we think? Is that a good call or not? I don't know. I'm new at this layering thing. It's not something I've been doing for a long time. Right. You know, this is one of my favorite stamps. Well, maybe you don't know, but in case you don't know, this is one of my favorite stamps. I'm just pressing on the edge. It's not going to be on the whole. Yeah, I also got paint on this stamp, so it doesn't work quite as good as it should. Alright, I like the subtlety of it. It's just got some lines going in the background now. Do I want anything else there? I don't know what, I don't know what, I don't know what I want. Do I want some crackle? Do I want, what is that? What do I want? I don't want that. I know what I don't want. I just don't know what I do want. What about like little grungy little rocks, which also have paint all over them, so they don't work quite right either, but we'll just we'll just try them anyway. Just little, see, they just make little spots here and there. Almost like splatter, but not really. Kind of adds just a little something maybe into the empty spots. Alright, well, we got technically 3 patterns on that, plus there's like, you know, there's just a couple of colors. It needs a little lightening up though, doesn't it? What about little polka dots? You can't go wrong with little polka dots? I don't know. Just here and there, not everywhere. We're not going overboard. We just want to add a little bit of lightness. We might need a little bit more over here. There we go. See? Still nervous about that ink, because like if I go to it right away, I can easily... Well, no, that one's not wiping off. They were yesterday. Who knew? I like this one. This one's... Alright, so... The flower... Actually, I kind of like that as it is. I don't know if I want to layer that. And if I do, what do I want to layer it with? Got polka dot. I've got different... Ooh. Do I want to... No, I don't want to do that. Doily? No, it's round and round and round. What if we put a little bit of a hint of this? Just here and there. Just kind of brighten it up a little bit, maybe. So now we've got a little bit of Harlequin over that. It doesn't overwhelm it. Adds a little bit of brightness, maybe. I feel like it still needs something. Gold? Silver? Copper? Maybe a little bit of glaze with let's put down a little bit of dragonfly glaze. This is the red violet blue shift, and I was thinking the dragonfly wings, but I've already done the dragonfly wings. Like, they're like overdone now, right? I've got, let's maybe try just a little bit where I don't have, I don't know, we'll try it. I mean, it may just shift some color here and there. Ew, I got it too thick and there's brown on there. Ew, 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 ew. No, 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 no. Where? There, paper towels. It's gross. Just, there we go. It still shows a little bit where it got left, but I wiped off the gross bits. So that's actually kind of interesting. Interesting. I don't hate that. What else can we do with the color shift? Well, more if we don't have a nasty, gross brush. That's the problem. I don't think I have a brush that I haven't used ink on. And so anything, let's see, is this one at least had some red on it maybe? Oh, that one's much cleaner. Wasn't I using that one earlier? I used it with plum, I thought. I don't know. Alright, this one is dark. So very dark. Alright, I wanted to try this little, kind of reminds me of a garden, so I thought like a garden trellis kind of a thing, so I thought it might be nice with. Do I want to do black? I mean, do I want to, maybe I'll try black this time. Maybe I'll add drama and then I'll add light. I don't know. This is just me practicing layering patterns. I'm not saying that I'm great at it. I'm still practicing. Patricia PM Artist Studios talks about layering patterns and stuff, and because you know it does add interest in everything, so you don't, you know, but it takes practice, I'm sure. That's enough. All right. Probably already went too far with it. Who knows? But I like the flowers, and it kind of reminds me of a garden trellis. And then, I don't know. It needs... Ooh, you know what? I have crackle paste. I don't want crackle paste. Translucent, opaque. Maybe some opaque texture paste. I don't think I have opaque. I think I have the translucent, which now I have both because I was trying to buy crackle and I bought the wrong thing. And because when you tell Amazon what you want, then they give you other stuff that you didn't ask for, and then you're like, but why don't they just give me what I asked for? Why do they have to be all, we're going to give you this instead? I don't know what I want to use though, that's the thing. What do I want to? I wish I had where's the small butterfly? I don't have him. Oh, see, wouldn't he be pretty on there? Am I ready to get rid of one? He's kind of dark though. Alright, let's see. You can figure this out, lady. Nope, she can't. Shelly, no. Loopy loops, nope. I don't know. I should have figured this out before I opened that. I'm going to just try a little bit of the X's. Yeah, my knife's not clean. That's probably not good. Should we just go all the way down? All the way up this side here? Okay. There we go. Adding another. I kind of want to get that off. I don't want to put that back in there because now it's. Now we got to find a couple more to put stuff on. Where'd my pile go? I had them. They're right here, and then I moved them all to look for something else. Oh my goodness. I got issues. Some really random Zia little things. I don't want this edge part because then it's not random, then it's, don't mind me, I'm just putting random little splotches of things on my tags. I don't know. I just want to use up the stuff now, apparently. That's all there is to it now. Alright, well, which things have I used now so that I can clean them? Oh my word, what is wrong with me? It wasn't that one. Yeah, that's what we're going to be figuring out in a minute is this one I just used? Can't even hardly tell. Okay, so that needs to get washed. Oh, and this one needs to get washed. Okay. This one could use something. What? I don't know. I wonder if I can find where the loopy loops. Oh my goodness. This is why tape is dangerous. Oh, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's maybe move him. Apparently we're going to get a little bit of color on there too. Oh my goodness, I need a little bit more. Just follow your bliss, people. Do what you like. And don't worry. If it doesn't come out good, you can always cover it. Or just collage over it. Or even just toss it if you really don't like it. Alright, I gotta go wash those. Oh my goodness. I don't want that here. That gives me something to look at now, I think, maybe. I don't know. It's alright. Patricia will watch this and she'll tell me what I did right and what I did wrong, and that's okay. I'm good with that. This needs something. I don't know what. Maybe just some X's. Bigger X's this time? I just know Patricia will be like, yes, told you they're X's, Mariah. Oh, shoot. Don't do that. No, not a fat X, a skinny X. Oh my goodness, I can't. I can't anymore. My ability to do something with a palette knife is now gone. Oh my goodness, this video is so long now. It's going to be so much editing. So much editing. Who knows what color this is now? Yes? No? Maybe so? I don't know. I don't know if I have enough to fit up there. And I don't want to get more out. I was just doing weird stuff. There you go. That's what it's going to be. Now, that's like pink now. Oh my goodness. It's alright. I can take inks and fix that. I gotta go wash these, and then I'll be right back. And we'll show you what we ended up with. And I don't know, maybe we'll need to fix stuff or not, or we'll just leave it as it is for now. Alright, so I did work on these a little bit more. I actually had already done this part of the video, but then I was like, oh, I'm missing some. So this one it only just has some stamping on it. So this one, I took one of these, whoops, and I have the plum, and I edged it with the plum, and I made my X's more plum. And I've edged all these either in plum, Mermaid Lagoon, or Cobalt. So, and I've added this stamp, which is one of my favorites from Mixed Media. I got it at, I think I got it at Tuesday Morning, but I think I've seen it on Amazon as well. So, and then some of these things I've just added really subtle things. This one just has Harlequin on it so far. I added a little bit of Harlequin on there, but not sure if you could see it. And then those round ones helped it a little bit. This stamp helped that one. Did I do polka dots with? Yeah, I think I did. I don't think I added anything else to that. Oh, yeah, I don't think I added anything else to that. I added that stamp there and some stamping there. I drew that and added some. Did I add? That's Harlequin. The other one was Houndstooth. I know my patterns sometimes. Doodled on that one. Doodled on that one. This one, it's got, remember it had the dragonfly with the iridescent white, and then I added some squares and just added, this one was just the dragonfly with the iridescent white, and I added these little triangle thingies. I went over this with blue. Went over that one with blue, which helped, I think. That's not strike white. Now, when I pulled him off, he didn't really show up too much. So I put the mask back on and did some white around him so he'd pop a little bit more. Added some stamping there. Did the plum on that one. And so we've got this one, we've got the bubbles with aqueous effervescent large, the chevron, some X's, and some Zia balls. This one has a little bit of dragonfly in there with the X's. This one has that arrow thing with the daisies, and then it's got the puzzle with the white iridescent over it. This one has some dragonfly and the daisies, and then I have a stamp that I did the dragonfly. Well, it's not, it's a stamp, it's a homemade stamp that I made. I don't even know where I put it, with the black felt stuff, not felt. Anyway, I probably showed it to you before. This one has the aqueous effervescence large with the chevron and the flowers. This one has the puzzle with some whatever you call that, cross hatches maybe, and the little spots and the little dots. This one had that I don't know what that one's called. I think that's the swirls and some checkerboard. Then I think I added a little bit. It's got a little something more in there. I'm not sure what. And that one's, there's my green giraffe. So I used the Tim Holtz doodle stamp, and it's got some lettering and some little bit of another stamp. This one needed direction. I had added these squares, which kind of like took it off track. So then I added the compass rose. I think that helped a lot. Added those squares. When in doubt, add some Harlequin. There's just little white Harlequin on there to brighten that up a little bit. So this one has the chevron, the daisies, and some X's from Texas in some, I think that's the white. This one, I did add some of the houndstooth to that. That has the daisies, but it had a lot of just natural pattern in the background because of all the different colors. So I didn't want to add too much to that, I guess. This one was the one that was just cleaning off the plate. Added that and then added some stamping and then made it into a tag. I do not like this one. I mean, I did add some dragonfly. I don't know if you can see the quilted nest, the quilted crop circle in there, and then I've got little Harlequin in circles. Not my favorite. We ended on a bad note, didn't we? Anyway, a lot of these stencils are from PM Artist Studio. I have a code now. It should be down in my description box as well. Darcy Fan 10. You can get 10% off. Orders $30 or more. Expires, same thing here, expires 12/31/22. So yeah, Mariah made sure I got my own thing. But then of course if you join their Artie Perks, this one, you know, you just kind of support them and you get emojis when you're in the lives and stuff. This one you get 15% off stencils. This one you get 20% off stencils. So for me, I do the Mucky Muck, and I usually buy some stencils once a month, and it's $30. You get free shipping. And so, you know, it pays for my, the discount pays for what I, you know, it pays for itself. I hope y'all have a delightful day. And, oh, and if anybody's wondering, there's one of these, I only used the one, but I did get some Seth Apter stamps. So you'll see me using them some, and I've got, you know, I use some of my Tim Holtz stamps and my cheapy stamps. But I hope you had fun watching this. I hope it wasn't too long. Have a delightful day, guys. Love you.